I rise tonight to speak about the responsibility men have in changing the culture that allows violence against women to occur. Over the past few days, a lot of people have had something to say about what has unfolded regarding players from a prominent sports team. I've thought very carefully about whether I should add my voice. But as a man, a father, a former teacher and a leader, I can't speak about the responsibility men have to call out violence against women, then stay silent when it matters. I've spoken in this place before about the responsibility we have as men to call out behaviour, language and minimisation when we see it, to challenge the attitudes and excuses that allow harmful behaviour to be normalised. Too often we talk about this issue after the worst has already happened. Then we ask what could have been done differently. But if we're serious about changing this, the work has to start earlier. It needs to start with boys and young men, with the examples we set, the conversations we have, and the behaviour they see treated as normal. And part of that responsibility is how we talk when serious allegations are made. In recent days, a club spokesperson said the players had found themselves in this situation. That's not good enough. People don't simply find themselves in situations involving allegations of sexual violence. We've also seen commentary focus on what it might mean for the team's finals campaign. Again, that's not good enough. The focus should be on the seriousness of what's been alleged, on the person who says they've been harmed and their safety. Anything less risks teaching young people that the fallout matters more than the behaviour that caused it. Today, the club has stood down 5 players for the remainder of the season. That's the right decision, but why did it take so long? I'm concerned about some of the explanations that we've heard about players being out late or drinking. The time of day isn't the point. Respect for women doesn't have a curfew. Consent doesn't change depending on the time of the clock. Whether it's 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning, the standard is the same. Respect people, respect their boundaries, and don't assault someone. There's a police investigation underway and due process must be respected. But scandal or no scandal, the behaviour is the problem. It shouldn't take a police investigation or media scrutiny before we start talking about standards. Our sporting figures are role models. Young people watch how they behave and listen to how we speak about them. I love footy, but loving the game doesn't mean defending it when it falls short. It means caring enough about it to expect better. Sport is one of those places where boys learn what it means to be a man. At its best, it teaches teamwork, discipline, respect and loyalty. And we talk a lot in sport about being a good mate. And being a good mate means pulling someone up when something isn't on. That's leadership. It's not laughing along. It's not staying quiet because someone says something that might be uncomfortable. Leadership happens in the change room, at the pub, in the group chat and on the way home. Because culture is built in those ordinary moments, in what we refuse to accept. Honourable Speaker, we need to spend more time talking to men about our own behaviour, about what we accept from each other and what we're prepared to call out. We need to talk to boys early about respect, consent, accountability and responsibility and what they look like in practice. Because if our concern is the scandal or man's reputation or what it means for the team's finals campaign, then we've missed the point. If we want different outcomes, men have to expect more from other men and call out something when it isn't on.